Welcome to Info Media Updates. So today we try to discuss about IP classes and the subnet mask. First of all, in our personal computer we have two types of addresses. One is the MAC address, another one is IP address. MAC means Media Access Control. It is a hardware address and it is a permanent address, just like our mobile phone IMEI number. In the same way, to connect with internet we need an IPv4 address. In IP we have two types. One is the IPv4 and the one is IPv6. V4 means version 4, V6 means version 6. These IPv4 addresses are divided into 5 classes. So in the first class we have from 1 to 126 series. Subnet mask for this first class is 255.0.0.0. So in the first class we have starts with 1.0.0.0 to 126.255.255.255. In the second class 128. The second class is starting from 128. So the 127 series, here we have missed from A to B. The 127 series we are specially using for the loopback service and emergency purpose, and we can use this 127 series for local host service also. Suppose if you want to install your own server, then you can use you need to install the XAMPP or Oracle applications in your personal computer. In this case you need to enter localhost in your browser. Otherwise you need to enter 127 series like 127.0.0.0. So this is using for 127 series we are using for localhost purpose. In the same way, the second series 128.0.0.0 to 191.255.255.255. For this second range IPv4 addresses, the subnet mask is 255.255.0.0. And for C class, the IP address we are starting from 192 series, 192 to 223.255.255.255. For this C class, the IPv4 the subnet mask is 255.255.255.0. And for D class, one more point in C class, mostly we use C class for general internet connection purpose. In our daily home purpose and in office purpose we are using this 192 series only. Suppose every router have the default IPv4 address like 192.168.0.1. This is the default IPv4 addresses for so many routers. These routers we are using for Wi-Fi purpose. And every switch also have their own IPv4 address for manageable switches. Like this. And next for D class, fourth class, 224.0.0.02 239.255.255.255. And this D class especially reserved for multicasting purpose or broadcasting purpose. So like telephonic communications we are using this 224 to 239 series. And the last one E class, 242 to 254. This class we are using for experimental and scientific research purpose. For this last D and E class, the subnet mask is 255.255.255.255. For the both D and E classes, the subnet mask is same. Suppose in most of the competitive exams we will get one question like they will give one IPv4 address and this is valid IPv4 address or not. They will ask these type of questions. First of all, every IPv4 address is must be between 0 to 255 only. The first class it is started with 1.0.0.0 to 126.255.255.255, and next 127 loopback purpose, next 128 to 191, third class 192 to 223, fourth class 224 to 239, 240 to 254, and it is ending with 255. So the IPv4 address starts with 0 or 1 with and ends with 255. If the IPv4 address is must be between 0 to 255, then it is a valid IPv4 address. Otherwise, it is not a valid IPv4 address. Suppose in IPv4 address they mention like 256.1.1.1, then it is not a valid IPv4 address because here they mention 256. An IPv4 address must be between 0 to 255 only. So, and every IPv4 address have 4 octets. Suppose, see here in A class 1.0.0.0. So total we have 4 numbers. Those 4 numbers we are calling it as 4 octets. So to store the single IPv4 address, to store the single IPv4 4 octets, our system need 32 bits storage capacity. And total IPv4 addresses we have up to 2 to the power of 32 only. So means from 1 to 255 we can manage up to 2 to the power of 32 IPv4 addresses only. Suppose in IPv6 we have 2 to the power of 2 to the power of 128 addresses, and to store the single IPv6 address our system need 128 bit memory capacity. And in IPv6 address we have total 8 octets. Suppose here we have total 4 octets now, but in IPv6 we have total 8 octets. And to store the single IPv6 address our system need 128 bit memory capacity, and total IPv6 addresses are 2 to the power of 128. And the IPv6 especially using for scientific and research purpose, and satellite communications purpose also, and some to manage the data centers also they are using the IPv6 addresses. That is completely advanced, but right now we are using the IPv4 addresses only. Maybe in the future we may use the IPv6 addresses. But to connect with every system, if you are connecting with internet to your system means you are connecting with one IPv4 address. So these are the total, we have 5 classes in IPv4 addresses, and every IPv4 address must have one subnet mask. This subnet mask is acting like a postal code to identify the system address easily. See here from 1 series to 126 to this all IPv4 addresses they have single IP single subnet mask, that is 255.0.0.0. The postal code is also just like same. For a district or for mandal they have only one pin code but different home addresses. Here also the home address is our IPv4 address and the subnet mask is our um, pin code. So why we are using this subnet mask and IPv4 addresses means while transferring the data from one system to another system, the system need to identify the address to transfer the data successfully. So how they are identifying the data means by using the MAC addresses, by using the IPv4 addresses, by using the subnet mask. They can easily identify the address, and the data is sending from server to destination, from source to destination. So these addresses are compulsory to transfer data from one system to another system. So simply this is about IPv4 addresses. Thank you.